Good morning, YouTube. We are back. It is Saturday, the 11th of July. It's 5:15 a.m. Fuck. Slept in a little bit longer than usual. Usually the alarm goes off at 4:30. Today it went off at 4:45. Ooh. So I'm actually doing my health tracking today, right? That means bang, bang. Yeah, man, fuck. Makes it look a bit more hardcore than it is, eh? So we got blood pressure and blood glucose fasted first thing in the morning, which as an enhanced bodybuilder is a smart thing to do. A very smart thing to do. It's like we get blood work done, obviously, every 12 to 20 weeks, depending on what phases we're in and if there's any, things popping up that we want some more clarification on, or if we're doing anything different, we want to see how our body responds. So let's check out the blood pressure of Volcal. So I'm recording it and you try to stay quite calm. Look at this little fuck up here, causing absolute fucking running amok, driving my blood pressure up. But what do we got? See if I can, for clarification, 114 over 69 and resting heart rate of 74. Oh yeah. So that's pretty good. We're happy with that for sure. I put up a story yesterday about my blood pressure has never, ever been a problem since I started doing an hour of cardio a week. Look at this fucking little rat. Murphy, what are you doing? Just trying to get my attention, obviously. The little fucker. Yeah, hour of cardio a week on the Stairmaster, and it's just been really good. Also eating lots of fruit and veg and not many off-plan meals. Really helps. So that's done and dusted. And then we have the one that I fucking hate, to be honest. Fasted blood glucose. I don't know. People probably think I'm a wuss, but it's fucking annoying, man. And it's a little bit scary as well, to be honest. So here we're getting a somewhat accurate marker of how my body is regulating blood sugars, right? So we're fasted. So if you're waking up in the morning after not eating for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, whatever, and we have elevated blood sugars, right? There's also a few little things that can cause that, like growth hormone use, etc. But for the most part, and you get your trends over time, right? And if it's elevated, your body isn't really clearing your blood sugars out, and your body is probably producing a lot of insulin, and that insulin is becoming just a little bit resistant, right? Or your body is becoming resistant to the insulin, which is how we get pre-diabetic. Now, if we think about being a bodybuilder or someone trying to get big, and we're driving our food up, driving our body weight up, man, driving our carbs up, man, irrespective of whether we are putting on muscle or fat, we're still sort of becoming overweight and obese. So this is an important thing, especially when we start taking growth hormone and high anabolic loads. These things can cause a little bit more insulin resistance for sure. So we got the fucking AccuClick pen. You got the little red, orange, fucking light, colorblind shit again. It's on, so it's loaded. You put it in your finger, you press the button, and it whoosh, shoots a fucking needle out of there, right? It's so scary, man. And then we put it into the AccuCheck meter. Good. Radio. Fuck. Fuck, I bitched it. Every time. I hate that so much. Get some blood out of this motherfucker. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's the blood? Put some blood on the test strip. It does make you feel like a little bit of a fucking... Holy... A chemistry... what's the chemistry person? I don't know, a chemistry scientist or something like that. Fasted blood glucose today is 4.2, which is pretty hectic. And we'll go into why. Hey, it is that low, man. Yeah, that's super low, to be honest. Happy days. Low blood pressure. Resting heart rate. Mine's always a little bit higher, especially when I wake up in the morning, which is real weird, especially as I get heavy. And then, yeah, low fasted blood glucose, which is very good. We live to fight another day. Beautiful. So it is another Saturday, obviously, so I'm not going to film my pool session again with Jamie. Maybe I'll get like a couple clips for you guys, just us going fucking crazy. Sounds pretty fun. And then what I want to show you guys is food has gone up this week to 5,710 or 20 or 30 calories or something like that. And I've made a bit of a shift around with my food. So last week I did the Subway, right? You remember that? And the night before it, I did my birthday dinner. So I did like the steak and the mash and a little bit of salt and pepper squid, which was so fucking good, man. Obviously going to be some high sodium. Even if you get a good option from a meal out or a restaurant, they're still pumping the fuck out of salt on there, right? Especially if you get something Asian, man, that MSG, they're loading it into everything, which is all good. But I don't normally have that amount of sodium, right? Especially before bed. So like next day, woke up, all sweet. Everything's all good. And then I ran the double. I fucked up, honestly. I fucked up my meal timings because I slept in a bit. And didn't do the full groceries. And as you saw from that video the other Saturday, it was just pandemonium. A calamity, right? Calamity. No, I'll stop. And yeah, had the 2 foot longs that I sort of had to get in to get my calories in on that Saturday night after bowling. And I think what I said to y'all was like, oh, I don't know how it sits in my body. I actually haven't had it for that long. Turns out there must be a fuckload of sodium in Subway, right? Because like when you take growth hormone, your body absorbs more or retains more water, right? Some of it's good. Some of it's like lubricating your joints, making you look bigger, all that stuff. Some of it can get a little bit annoying, like fluidy ankles. I get very bad carpal tunnel from it. Famously, I've never really been able to take more than 5 IUs of growth hormone because especially as I'm pushing body weight up, right? We've got more inflammation, more water retention, just general, lots of carbohydrate intake, all that shit. And it would always just get to a point where like, I fucking am waking up 20, 30, probably 40 times a night while I'm sleeping or trying to sleep. And my hands, like, not even just like, oh, my hands are numb. Like my hands have been fucking put into, just a campfire, hey, and they're just burning. And it's just like, and waking up and rolling over and trying to hang it off the bed, and fucking shake it out or something. But it usually doesn't really work. And it's no fun at all. And like, that's probably the least enjoyable bodybuilding for me. Like the whole part of all of it, just gets shit. And like, yeah, so I'll usually end up having a break from it and then maybe I do it again for a few months until I can't cop it anymore. And lately I've been trying, I've had about a 5 or 6 run with 10 IUs of growth hormone. And it's been going really, really well, man. Everything has been sweet, handling it so well. I'm like, yes, I've cracked the code. Until the double like an off-plan meal came in. And like the steak would have been fine, I reckon. But the Subways the next night, I think my weight shot up to, so I was 117, I think the last video. I think it shot up to like 118.9 just from fluid retention. And then the next day was like 119.1. And each night my sleep was getting progressively worse. Like just like, carpal tunnel's back. Okay, not too bad. I think I got like 6.5 hours and just, pretty shit, but like not as bad as it has been. I was like, okay, that was all right. We'll just get through it. The next night was like 5 hours. The next night was like just up at midnight, 11:30, just like laying there, fucking walking around the house, shaking my hands out and shit. And it just got worse and worse for a few days. So I don't know why I was talking about all that, but anyhow, so I've now taken 4 days off from it, maybe. I think I was pulled up on like Tuesday or Wednesday or something. Just have a break, man. If there is a drug or a something or a person or something like in your, a food choice, a peptide, whatever, in your sort of setup as a bodybuilder that is impairing your ability to eat, to train, to sleep, it is not helping your bodybuilding, it is hindering it, right? And also run a fucking business, man. Giving people check-ins, like just having a functioning life where I'm not fucking miserable because I was awake all night shaking my fire hands. Shaking my fire hands. Could be a dance or something like that. So yeah, it's gotten better and better since, which is phenomenal. And like actually having sleeps again, oh, so good. Mild sort of numbness and fire, sort of like in the morning, just when I've been laying there for so long. So like, getting close to my alarm, 4:30, 5, whatever. That's where like it's still a little bit sore. So I'm going to hold off probably for another couple of days. And then I'll just see if I can slowly build my way up in the absence of no sort of off-plan meals or anything for a bit here. Yeah. So with that being said, weight has dropped down to 115. Started 5,700 calories yesterday compared to 5,520 before that. So like that's like it was 117 last week. So like go through the off-plan meals, let the fluid come on and then wash off again. So drop about probably 2 kilos of water weight of intracellular and extracellular fluid from obviously that growth hormone removal. And honestly, I feel good. Like it's funny, hey, it's a juggling act, man, because it is powerful compound. Like even now I can see myself just not as full, which isn't very fun. And we know that it works very, very well for building muscle, especially when you use like high amounts of it. It seems to be the go for it. However, fuck, man, like towards this week, coinciding with that carpal tunnel, like going for a 10-minute walk was like heart rate 130, lower back fucking pumped, and lower back pumps just feel like lower back pain. My ankles and my shins just hurting, like borderline, like I feel like I'm doing a workout and it's actually just a 10-minute outdoor walk to get my steps up, like, which shouldn't be hard, right? As I said, the sleep stuff is absolutely fucked. Cardio, just everything just feels horrible. And yeah, since removing, like I went for a walk yesterday and I walked for like 40 minutes straight, outdoors by the river. And it was just nice. It was just enjoyable, man. I'm like, wow, my shins aren't even fucking throbbing right now. So I probably won't go back up to that amount, and I'll see what I can do. But definitely I'm not going to push it to a point where, man, where it fucking rolls me. It's just not worth it, dude. So we're going to follow meals along today too, so we can see how shit goes, eh? Rightio, meal 1. Ho, ho, ho. You get the old cinematic fucking angles. We got 4 crumpets, 60 grams of strawberry jam. We got my 2 scoops of MOG, which I am absolutely freaking loving. And this is now the pre-workout meal, because we are eating usually about 4:45, honestly, and then get into the gym like 5:30, 5:45. Still training in the mornings, loving it. A little bit later this morning because it's a weekend and Cisco wants to train at this time, so it works. One thing with crumpets to be very aware of is like those 4 crumpets have 1,340 milligrams of sodium, which is mayhem. That's so much, right? So like when we think about electrolytes, potassium, sodium, very important for fluid regulation, very, very important for blood pressure management as well. And most bodybuilders are just putting salt on meals, salt on meals, salt on meals, salt on meals. If they're not eating then a decent amount of fruit and veg, they're eating way more sodium than potassium. And yes, sodium can be healthy and it is important for performance and nutrient partitioning, endurance in the gym, blood flow in the gym, a lot of things like, energy levels, the way we feel. But high sodium intakes without being matched by potassium absolutely will drive up blood pressure, absolutely will increase your risk of, stroke, heart attack, shit like that for most people, especially big, heavy, fucking chimp enhanced bodybuilders. So, whoa, brother. So yeah, I just use potassium salt, light salt. You can get it in the salt section of Coles and Woolies. It's like 50% potassium, 50% salt. I use that for all of my salt now because I've got these salty beasts in there. And like in a cut in prep, you're not going to be having as much sodium as you are in the off season, obviously, right? So like, I don't need to be salting the fuck out of my foods right now. When I go into prep, I will be salting my foods, right? Because I'm going to be lower in sodium. Right, I'm going to go eat this, watch, I don't know, something to get me hyped up on YouTube. And then we're going to go in and get pulled and have a lovely fucking Saturday, eh? Righto, how good are crumpets? They're so good, man. Into what is the pre of choice? We've got creatine, of course. At this stage, I don't even know if creatine does anything, eh? But you have to take it. That's the law. You just have to. Because science, bitch. Okay, 10 grams of creatine in the pre-shake. We got my favorite, Altered Pump non-stim. Most fucking diabolical pump formula that has ever existed, in my opinion. Okay, new addition for a tired man who's been feeling absolutely fucking wrecked. Kamikaze pre-workout. We've moved on from our espresso now to the big dogs. Big dog pre-workout for the fucking big dog, eh? I only run a 1 scoop, which is like, I think 200 mg of caffeine, thereabouts. Yeah, 200. Half blast. You want full blast or half blast? That's what 1 scoop versus 2 scoops is literally called. So that's beautiful. And then we've got 14, 28, 42, 56 grams of carbs coming from Powerade powder. And that for me is just 1, 2, 3, 4 scoops. Easy. I'll start sipping that as I train and aim to finish it 3/4 of the way through the workout. I have found massive improvements in energy, training performance, and just overall fucking jacked levels from implementing intra-workouts. Like, I'll even keep it in through prep for myself, hey. And like, people that have enough calories, which isn't most people, but man, banger, especially in prep. So I need to rush into the shower and so fucking get to the gym. Let's go. Okay, homies, homettes, and homos, and homo sapiens, eh? We've got post-workout meal number 2 coming in. So what I've done, I'm just trying to get efficient, yummy, digest well, got the nutrients in. If it does that for a meal plan when you're eating so much food and it like fits your routine, winner, right? So on the way home from the gym, I smashed another MOG shake. So I'm having 2 serves of that a day. That's like 500 calories, 45 protein, 75 carbs, 75 fat. I've also, as this post-workout meal, we'll do a banana. And I just bought bananas yesterday, Arvo. So we're going to be playing Reveal the Banana. And an LCM and a mandarin, okay? Happy days. So before I eat this, let's, what are we thinking? Is it yellow or is it green? I'd give it about a 6 out of 10 on the peel test. So I reckon it's not going to be great, but not going to be too bad. Fucking, not bad. Not real sweet, but not crispy and crunchy like an apple. So we're going to take this as another win. That's 2 in a row. Fuck, I'm on a roll here. Going to go smash some work. Trained with Cisco. Got pull done. Feeling tired as, and honestly felt a bit buggered the whole time. But we took progressions the whole way. We didn't regress anything. Got it done. That's the key of having a great training partner, I guess. posed, you know, with a drop of GH and like a huge drop in water retention, I definitely feel it's pretty fucked. I feel tiny, like, which I know is pretty cooked. Good old body dysmorphia is a hell of a drug. But I'm also a lot leaner. I feel so much less bloated in the midsection, even though food has gone up. And yeah, as I said this morning earlier, my fucking ankles and shins and lower back, like, actually, I just feel like I can move around a lot. So like 2 kilos of water, just, I don't know, man. Feels a bit crook, eh? But also feels nice being bigger. You can't win, I suppose. It's finding that right balance, right? Of like still having, you know, the synergistic effect of growth hormone in with all the other stuff, but not having it so much that it cripples you and you can't even go for your freaking 10-minute outdoor walk. Oh well, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm going to go smash some check-ins and some setups and shit. That's my day today. And we'll check back in for meal number 3. Rightio, meal number 3. We've got rice flour, so cream of rice made up, 200 grams of berries. We've got 10 grams of peanut butter on the top, 50 grams of white chocolate coconut protein matrix. Bulk nutrients are where you'll get the cheapest protein in the country. I've used it for fucking pretty much 10 years. And look, it's not, look at it, it's budget. It isn't going to be as tasty as like the top American, you know, peanut butter cookie fucking whey that costs like $3 a serve. But man, when you eat a lot of protein, it's good enough. Good enough for me, I say. And then the whey paste goes on top. Oh, brother, how good is that? Anyone that doesn't like that has honestly, like, just, I don't know, man, rocks in their head or something like that. Oh, so good. I will scoop the rest of that on and eat that. Oh, I also have 30 grams of dry ginger with it. Ginger's actually mad for your immune system, good for digestion as well. So a nice little treat, right? It just tastes really good, man. It's easy to get. Again, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it. After you've done this for a long time, and if you have any amount of busyness into your life, like, it isn't about perfect gourmet 32 different ingredients meals, right? That take fucking 3 hours to prepare and, you know, they look so Instagram worthy. Bruh, I'm gonna keep saying it. It's simple meals that you fucking don't mind eating, that fit your routine, that you can prepare quickly, easily, that are, for the most part, nutrient dense and not full of shit. And usually, the simple ingredients, one ingredient foods that, you know, are easy, well, somewhat easy to prepare and not overcomplicated, like, they're usually the foods that are cheaper too, but you actually have to prepare them, right? So I'm gonna smash this. Check-in's done. I noticed I always say smash. I'm gonna smash this meals, I'm gonna smash my pool session, gonna smash my check-ins, gonna smash my work. Fuck, bro. I guess I'm just trying to be Hulk and Hulk smashing the fucking world away to pieces, but maybe I just need to relax a little bit, right? Fucking hell. Look at this little fucking rat. Runs away. Ah, you motherfucker. Stealing my gains, bro. Stealing my motherfucking gains, bro. Righto. Meal 4. And some fucking trap and doubt action. Yep, just a big bowl of fucking delicious mush into the dog bowl, right? The dog bowl, yeah, boy. It's pretty full too. What do we got, meal 4? 170 grams of dry weight sushi rice, 200 grams of raw weight chicken breast, 75 grams of mixed veg, 50 grams of sultanas, 50 grams of honey, and 125 grams of potato. I always like trying to keep a little bit of potato in. It is a multivitamin, has nearly every vitamin except for B12, and has more potassium than fucking anything else. Like, per bite. It's crazy, yeah? And potassium is mega important, as I referred to earlier. As you can see, Murph is getting on the chicken breast train. So if I look small tomorrow, that's fucking whack because he stole my 20 grams of chicken. Just a few little tips. Got asked by James, my man, at about like just some more information to beginners about meals and stuff. And I'll do a proper video where I just, you know, spend a huge amount of time talking about like what to worry about, not what to worry about. But again, I'm going to keep the theme of this fucking video going today. Mate, don't worry about fancy, complicated, fucking 5-star, deluxe meals. Like meals that are fucking cheap, nutrient dense, that don't taste like shit, that you can work into your day, that obviously abide by your caloric and macro goals, yeah? There's no magic food, there's no magic meal, none of that shit is real. It's nailing your calorie and macronutrient goals regularly, eating a bunch of whole foods all the time. Like, I previously didn't worry about micronutrients. Like, when I first started lifting and tracking and all that shit, I would just eat macros and calories, right? Really, just protein and calories, to be honest with you. Then I got a coach, and even when my coach was like starting to push me to eat more micronutrients, like, it was still tough and I wasn't very good at it, especially because I always have to eat so many calories. I always get to eat so many calories, right? I'm fucking complaining about that. It's a great thing. So I'm super fucking privileged to even be able to even say that. And I used to just see like fruit and veg as like, ugh, it just fills you up and there's no calories in it, right? And so like my previous bulk to when I competed and went horribly, and at the end of that off season, I was in Thailand and I resembled Buddha. Maybe I was fucking taking the Thai culture a bit too seriously. I'll put up a photo here, or some photos here of like what I looked like at the end of that off season, right? Oh man, I wonder why I went so poorly. Terrible position. And I got up to eating 5,000 calories was my max then. Probably got up to like 117 kilos, I think, at the peak of it all. But it was shit, right? And honestly, for the last maybe 4 months of that like muscle growth phase where we were pushing body weight and pushing calories and 5,000 calories, like, as I said, I wasn't really too concerned with food choices. Had a huge weekly cheat meal every single week religiously. I'd always done that. I would just eat, you know, sort of whatever foods could fit my macros, and like here and there I'd try to get a bit of fruit and veg in, but it wasn't fuck all, right? And my gut health would have been fucking smashed. And I literally, for like 4 months, would gag, would dry reach. I'd walk around the house, just randomly all day long. My poor partner at the time, Tay, she would just have this big fucking fat chungus walking around just borderline vomiting all day, random times of the day. Like, that's not good. Did I fucking miss my calories? No, not ever, right? We still get it done. Oh, I don't really feel like eating this. No, we fucking get it done. But was it ideal? Was it improving my physique? Fuck no. It's like one of the big changes I made, and it was in prep, honestly, we eat so much veg and fruit and you feel honestly like so good and your blood work is so good, right? And I just continued that on, obviously learning a lot more through that process and becoming a more experienced bodybuilder, a smarter, better bodybuilder. I've kept fruit and veg in the whole time. How much do we eat today, right? In this new meal plan with arguably a little bit less. Let's go through it, eh? So right now on 5,700 calories, I eat 100 grams of mandarin, then 200 grams banana, then 400 grams from mixed berries, then 475 from my mixed veg here, then 475, 600 from my potato, then 660 from my avo, 710 from my tomato tonight, 810 from my pineapple, 925 from my beetroot, 1,000 odd grams from my kiwi fruit, and then there's orange juice on top, right? Eating over 1,000 grams of fruit and veg a day on 5,700 calories. This 5,700 calories is honestly going down a treat, going down an absolute dream. Why? because my gut is functioning. Fiber provides gastric motility. That's moving food through our intestines effectively, right? Not filling my calories full of absolute shit. Like when I was on that bulk, right? And I used to PT still, and I'd PT at like 5 a.m. in the mornings or 5:30. I'd wake up like 30 minutes before I PT, quick shower. Before I'd leave, I would whip the top off a fucking Woolies 97% fat-free yogurt container, 500 grams, and I would drink all of it. Right? This is fucking where we're at. And then, you know, like there was no digestion routines. There was no eating routines. I would like, between clients, just smack whatever the fuck it was. And like, you know, just shocking stuff going on. But like, you learn a lot through that. And I don't know, nutrient dense foods have had a huge impact on my blood work. I've seen them have a huge impact on every client's blood work. That, you know, I see nutrition affect blood work more than actual steroid cycles other than orals. And I don't really fuck around with orals for 99% of people at 99% of the time, right? You feel better. I talk to people about like eating more fruit and veg. It's weird, but when you start eating more fruit and veg over and over and over and over, and you got to force yourself to do it if you haven't done it before, yeah, for sure, man. It's not enjoyable at the start, but like the air starts to feel clearer, right? Is that weird? Not a sales pitch. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Haven't got stocks and shares in fucking the farmers of Australia putting the fruit and veg together. No, the more I've eaten them, and this is why I'm still eating 1,000 grams of fruit and veg, I feel better, man. My trips to the toilet are so much better. My gut feels so much better. My energy so much better. And my physique, the entire time since doing that, it's moved forwards and looked better. If we're using performance-enhancing drugs, especially, like we're causing oxidative stress to our organs, right? How do we fight oxidative stress? Because that means death of cells, aging of cells, right? Cancer priming of cells, right? Insulin resistance, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, neurodegenerative diseases, right? Steroids kill brain cells. Certain ones like Tren kill a lot more of them, but they all do it. And that's not stuff you'll even see on blood work, right? Yeah, my blood work's fine. I don't eat much fruit and veg. Yeah, you can't see the problems occurring in your brain. And in 10 to 15 years, you're not even going to be able to string a sentence together, right? Again, fruit and veg, antioxidants, they are a frontline defense. Not only do they give us the things that our body requires to run on, but they provide us defense against cancers. And you know, there's this great stat that I read in a meta-analysis of like over 4 million or 40 million people in like hundreds of different studies. That's what a meta-analysis is. They get a bunch of studies, they take all the data from them, and then they come to conclusions based on all of these studies done on human beings, right? And for every 200 grams of fruit and veg a day that we eat long term, we reduce our risk of dying early or all-cause mortality risks by 5%. 400 grams, 10%. 600 grams, 15%. Quick maths. 800 grams, where most people should honestly be, bare minimum, 20%, right? 1,000 grams, 25%. It goes up and up and up. It just, you know, by doing that, it's a bit annoying and you got to prepare them sometimes and like, I don't like fruit and veg. Meh. Grow up. You're an adult now. You're not a fucking kid that eats party pies and shit all day long. You'll feel better. You'll see your physique change more. You'll probably get better recovery. You'll have more energy. You'll get sick less often. Everything will just start functioning better. And eventually you'll be like, man, I just like to eat fruit and veg because the air fucking feels clearer, right? That's my fruit and veg rant. And every client I work with has gotten that many times, and there'll be many times more for sure. I'm going to eat this meal. I'm going to go for an outdoor walk because the sun's still prime. I'm going to fucking take my shirt off and get some tan on and mog the fuck out of some fucking e-scooter riders. Tell you what, these e-scooters are fucking pissing me off. I can't lie. Yeah, they're sick and they're fun to ride, but like they are the new bicyclists. Fuck, they're I'm not going to say that word. Fuck, they are stupid. So stupid. Anyhow, I'm going to go mog the fuck out of them with a big juicy pump and a big full belly of chicken, honey chicken, whatever the fuck we're going to call this meal. We'll catch up later, eh? Righto. And we are back. Oh, it's fucking 6 p.m, I think, so I'll make dinner soon and show you the final meal. just a recap on the week that was. Obviously, the GH stuff going on and the water retention and back pumps. Like, again, I just ended up going for my walk there. It was like 45-minute walk by the river. So beautiful. Sun setting. Happy dogs everywhere. I love that shit. And just nice to walk with, like I was walking then and my heart rate was like 95 to 98, which might be a lot for some people, but you're not 115 kilos. And like previously through the week, like when that water retention was bad, my heart rate was like 125 going for a 10-minute walk. Just like, oh, agonizing pain, like David Gogginsing it for a fucking walk, man. It's crazy stuff. So, yeah, that's been tough. And like obviously I had some real bad sleeps through the week. And I've also, I started a new testosterone. And fuck, mate. Sometimes your body just doesn't agree with them, whether like, whoever's bikey's bathtub made it, had some impurities in there, or you just don't get on with the carrier oil, or they put a bit too much alcohol sort of in it to hold it. Whatever it is, every single one has just fucking cooked me and huge corks, like, and then fever symptoms, like a big inflammation response the whole week. So it's been, once again, another rough week. It's not meant to be easy, I guess. And like, how could I complain about something I'm choosing to do? Which this isn't complaining. I just want to show you guys like the journey and be real with it, right? But then I just took a moment to go over my my check-in sheet for the week to, you know, just look back on like what actually happened. Because, man, 7 days ago is a long time. And, you know, all the food went in, calories got hit. Every single day was pretty fucking good with nutrition. Training, progressing pretty much in every set, every session, no matter what. You know, it's just another successful week. And then you move into the next week, right? And do I remember like after my beautiful walk where there was no shin pain and no fucking burning lower back making me feel like I can't even like bend over and I'm 100 fucking years old. Do I remember any of that right now? Not really. It isn't like an issue. Because you make it through it. All I have is another successful week stacked, doing what I had to do, following the plan my coach set up with immense effort, with intent of what I want out of it. And like progress gets handed to you with that, right? As long as your coach is not a dum-dum and you're not a dum-dum. So we'll throw up the check-in photos for the week here. Obviously house sitting again, so they're in a different position. I'm not overly wowed by them, and like, you know, all that stuff I've been feeling this week, and like that's pretty, I think, displayed in the physique there. Could be better, could be worse. You know, sometimes you just have to detach from what you look like because of a good old body dysmorphia, and like, unless you're fucking 3 or 4 weeks out, even then, you're not on stage, right? If you're better than you've been previously in your check-in photos, sweet. If you know you did the things that you know because you trust in the process that takes you forwards for that week, mate, you're laughing and we're killing it, you know? And like even, you know, weight coming back down to 115 with all of the possible water retention gone from growth hormone, which I'll get back onto it, you know, slowly increase again and find that place where I can comfortably sit. Murph has had enough. He's like, fuck this shit, bro. This is so boring. Even then, 115 kilos, like pretty dry. I competed the last time I competed in 2023 in September at 87 kilos. And that was after like 3 or 4 1,000-gram carb days, you know, carved the heck up. And so I'm like, let's say I were to prep right now and we take off 15 kilos, which, you know, I reckon 15 kilos removed off me, I'll be pretty lean, man. I reckon I'll be pretty fucking shredded. Mate, if you could have went back and told that version of me that hopped on stage skinny as fuck, like just looking, yeah, pretty shit, right? And said, look, next off season, you punch it out, be 3 years, you'll get on stage again at 100 kilos. I'll take that, man. I'll take that every day of the week. 1,000,000%, right? Because I like you know, pretty low confidence and self-esteem after that show for sure. And, you know, we've got another, we're in July. Prep starts November. We've got to do the finger counting here. July, August, September, October. Mate, another 4 more months, another 16 weeks, something like that, 17, 18 weeks to go, I reckon. Yeah, dude, like, we will fucking progress. We will keep turning up no matter what happens to me, no matter what I feel like. I know within myself, right? And we'll make more progress. And I'll be entering prep in the best position I've ever been in as a bodybuilder, the biggest version of myself that has ever existed, the strongest, and my routine will be more set in, so habitual, all this normal stuff that we do every day, that, you know, this is the big goal of my off-season, like for this point forward, not only to progress the physique, but so that I just move seamlessly into prep. And it's just like, yeah, prep start, cool, you know, a bit less calories, hooray, yeah, you know, probably, who knows, like 5,700 this week. It's going to be 6.2, 6.4 calories probably by the end of it, at least, I would say, if things keep going the way they're going. Like, I will be ready for less food. Bit more output, right? Cardio will stop pretty much, like, for prep, because that's what my coach does when you're big and, you know, you have a very strong metabolism, to just save all your energy for training. And I'll just slip in and keep posing every day and keep training as hard as I can. And, you know, I'll roll in and, like, have my best ever physique presented. And hopefully a physique that I can be proud of, you know? It's a crazy life. It's a crazy journey, this thing that we do. And again, yeah, I'll just show you the dinner after this, and then that can be it. So not a whole lot happening. Look, honestly, like, and this is why I haven't YouTubed in the past. One of the reasons is, like, man, bodybuilding, like, at a high level, there's not a whole lot going on in your life, man. You know, if you want to be real spontaneous and doing heaps of different stuff and going out every weekend and, man, just all over the shop and always out of your routine, probably, I don't know, hats off to you if you can bodybuild like that. But, like, at this amount of food I'm running and, you know, where the business is at currently and the amount of time I'm putting into my clients that trust me with their process and how much pride I'm taking in that, and then trying to, you know, upskill and study through the week and, like, have a chance to just take a deep breath. Man, right now I don't see how that's possible. Not to say I'm going to become a recluse. We know last video I said I'm not going to do that because I felt good and everything, but it's yeah, man, finding that balance, right? And, like, the boring weeks like this, where you just get your meals in and you feel some shit and a bit of weird life happens on the side, and you just bunker down and make it through and make sure that at the end of that check-in week, you've ticked your boxes for your coach, which is literally, if we think about it, this is what I say to new clients when I'm explaining it to them. We've got our plan to take you where we want you to go. Right? And then each week, I set up boxes to tick. Every coach will have boxes to tick or something like that, KPIs, right? Like, what you need to do this week, follow the plan to take that next step forward. So the long-term plan that, you know, my coach has for me is like Google Maps, right? That's like the whole journey. And then in the week to week, ticking your boxes with effort too, not just ticking your boxes, right? I know I love the saying because it just sounds so nice and my brain really likes it. But it's not just going through the motions in training, right? It's not just like, oh yeah, doing the bare minimum. No, it's turning up and fucking having at it. And those boxes to tick, they're the directions on Google Maps, right? Okay, take a right turn here, you know, to get onto this street. Okay, we do that this week. Boom. No matter what. No matter if there's an obstacle in the road, no matter if fucking the car is feeling a bit weird, no matter if the check engine light's coming on, we're still going down that road. No matter if, you know, you don't really feel like taking that direction. Have you ever not felt like you're following Google Maps? Turn right here, and you're like, nah, I don't really feel like it right now, you know. Oh, I don't really like that road. I feel like going with the flow, yeah. Doesn't work out well, I don't reckon. And so this week we took our right turn. We're following the directions, man. And sometimes that's as simple as it is. Hey, good times. I'm gonna stop yabbering on. I even turned the microphone off for this. I know I missed it the last one, so fucking hell. Yes, and we have the final meal of the day. This is a banger. Y'all gotta see this shit. Oh yeah, down here, brother. We got, look at them. Oh, we got burgers, baby. Kangaroo patty, slice of low-fat cheese. We got some avocado on there. I'm gonna put a bit of tomato on there, a bit of lettuce, a little bit of burger sauce, and some low-fat mayo. We got some beetroot. We got some kiwi fruit and frozen mango. And I will drink my vitamins with orange juice, eh? How good is that? Tell you what, I'm fucking loving it at the moment. And here's a tip, because we're all about tips here. Just a tip. How to be less shit, right? I realized, like, I don't know, subconsciously or what, or maybe it's just not being a shit person. Everything I do is delayed gratification. Like, before I can eat this, you'll see, I made my cream of rice for tomorrow, so that goes in the fridge overnight. I fucking cleared the dish drainer. I washed up the pan, right? I'll fill up that water bottle before I do it. I'll feed the little old mate here that's patiently waiting for his fucking proteins. And it, like, I don't get to eat until I do the job, right? The work. Cleaning up before you eat is the biggest hack. After I eat that shit, bruh, I'm gonna lay there and just fucking be so chuffed with myself and my chef expertise, les chef, that I don't want to get up and do anything. I'm tired, bro. So I'm gonna go to bed. Okay, let's start winding down. And that's where people just leave shit in the sink. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? And that's us for another video. Wasn't a real interesting one. That's all right. You get that on the big jobs, eh? Next week, I reckon I'm going to try to do a leg training video, and I'll, like, you know, film every single set I do or every single exercise and walk you through it. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. And I guess if you don't like and subscribe, you're just fucking shit. If you're still here watching this, I just want to let you know I appreciate you so much. It's so cool that you're sitting here and watching this chimp just go about his day and talk about some things, and, you know, you're following along with the journey. And, like, in 9-10 months from now, when I get on stage and do my first classic show, you'll have come with me the whole way, and, like, you would have seen every hard moment, you know, every shitty week, every, you know, great week, every training session, every time getting it done, right? Pushing the food down, staying on task no matter what is going on, no matter what's happening around me, regardless of my motivation levels. And I know that is going to be such a cool moment for all of us. And, you know, I appreciate you having you here, I suppose. Take care of yourself, hey? And I hope whatever it is you're doing, it doesn't have to be bodybuilding. This shit's crazy, man. This shit is not for everyone, and not everyone should do it. But I hope you have something that, like, you're passionate about, that you just can dive into and do as little or as much as you want, and you get to set up and establish the balance that feels right for you, that you want in your life, right? Because we all deserve to have something like that, man. I don't think enough people have something where they can just be them and they can express themselves and, you know, pour, as I said, their heart into it. So please take care of yourself, and I'll see you on the next one.